Hi, my name is Amit.
My name's Ashvin.
My name's Eric.
My name is Sampat.
So, nuclear terror is the intentional and harmful use of biological weapons to cause casualties and destruction by spreading radioactive materials. And these methods of spreading radioactive materials include attacking nuclear facilities and creating various biological weapons by scratch. There can also be nuclear meltdowns, which occur due to the reactors inside the power plant facilities, which are not properly cooled. Uh, and the fuel rods release so much radiation due to this much heat being generated. The disastrous effects of nuclear terrorism include nuclear disasters in Chernobyl, Soviet Union in 1986, which caused 50 deaths and 134 cases of ARS, and the accident of Fukushima Daiichi in Japan in 2011, and 100 to 200,000 deaths caused by nuclear bombings in Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. Our population that we chose was people who live within a 10 to 50-mile radius of nuclear power facilities. This is due to the radioactive clouds, contaminated supplies, which makes them the primary target for nuclear terrorism attacks. And these survivors are the primary uh, targets since they suffer from acute radiation sicknesses, cancers, genetic damage, and other health problems, which could potentially lead to their death.
So our solution that we're trying to implement is mostly containing of updated emergency response plans. These include increasing public awareness about our updated nuclear procedures to our audience. Um, these include also strengthening our security and monitoring at nuclear facilities and sites so that nothing suspicious or no one suspicious can enter or leave the nuclear facilities without permission. We also need to educate our nearby residents, like specifically our target audience, the ones that live within the 10 to 50-mile radius of those nuclear facilities, on survival and our evacuation procedures in detail using print and electronic media, since they're going to be affected the most by a potential nuclear disaster, since they're going to be subjected to the most radiation exposure if a disaster does happen. We also can implement advanced radiation sensors and other warning systems and monitoring systems to provide early updates and alerts about our potential radiation threats.
And then for our visual solution, we have a simplification of what a emergency plan for where you can hide around your house would be. And as you can see, there's like the bunker, a room with no windows, and it would be different for each house and each zone. So the closer you get, the more secure the room has to be. But this is a good visual solution or a simplification of what a part of our emergency plan would look like due to the safe spaces being listed.
Even though our solution improves nuclear emergency preparedness, it still has a few important limitations, and the first being the cost, which is a major issue. Installing early warning systems, upgrading security, and maintaining sensors can be very expensive, and it may be hard for the government to fund everything long term. Another problem is community participation. Some residents might ignore awareness programs or not take emergency drills seriously, which would reduce the effectiveness of the entire plan. There are also communication challenges. During a relation during a real emergency, unclear or confusing instructions could lead to panic or slow down evacuation. Additionally, security improvements can also raise privacy concerns, since people living near nuclear plants may feel uncomfortable with increased monitoring. And finally, as we all know, technology is not perfect. Weather conditions or equipment failures could interfere with sensors and warning systems, reducing the reliability. These shortcomings show that while our solution is helpful, it is not flawless and would need continuous improvement.
Our next steps would be conducting small field testing of the early warning system in a real community near a nuclear facility, analyzing system performance data such as sensor accuracy, alert timing, communication reliability, and then just making general improvements. Working with the local management agencies to integrate the system into existing response plans so there's more cohesive plans during chaotic times. Developing a large scale community training program with regular drills and feedback sessions so citizens know what to do and when to do them. and expanding the network of sensors and communication channels based on test results and expert review.
Thank you.